everyone, welcome back to Ask Us Anything. With me again, Anabel, as a host of this talk show. How are you guys? I hope you all in a good condition always. Okay, so for the special episode today, we have a very exciting topic to discuss about. Can you guess it? I will tell you. Now, we're gonna dive in the textile world. As you know, textile is one of the biggest industry in this world. It's like everywhere and can't be separated from people's life. Textile is all about everything we wear. It can be clothes, or hat, or shoes, even your favorite blanket. But talk about textile, there's also chemistry. Yeah, chemistry is always there in every field. Textile and chemistry seems like best friends. They are always together. Okay, but our focus so far are what is the innovation of textile chemistry in our environment. Yeah, here we have Professor Arfan as a chemist, Marwah as an environmental engineer, Awlya as a college student from textile major, and the famous owner of Sansan textile industry, Mr. Ari. Thank you for your attendance. Maybe you guys can give a brief introduction for our audience. Okay, here we go.
Hello Anabel, thank you for inviting me. I am Professor Arfan from Technology Institute of Atalanta. I'm expressing in chemistry. I did so many research during my study terms. Some of my journal have published and admitted in international forum. And I'm really excited to discuss everything related to chemistry.
Everyone, I am Marwah and I am an environmental engineer. I am really experienced on everything related to our environment. So I can't wait to discuss this topic with all of you. Thank you for inviting me.
Hello, my name is Awlya. Thank you for inviting me. I'm a student from Polytechnic of Textile Technology Bandung. Now I'm on third semester and I take textile chemistry as my major.
Hello, I'm Ari. As you know, I'm the owner one of the big textile industry in Indonesia, Sansan Textile Industry. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be the part of this talk show.
Okay, so Professor Arfan, can you give us a brief explanation about what is textile chemistry and what its advantage in people's life?
Okay, textile chemistry is a highly special field that applies the principle of chemistry to the production of textile, such as use clothing, furniture, yarn, fabric, and much more. The study of textile chemistry begins to knowledge fiber, both natural and synthetic. Without this knowledge, it is impossible to create purported color on your clothes. I think it is obvious enough that textile chemistry is really important.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for your explanation. But I know very well. Well, like I said before, textile industry are everywhere. They are produce so many clothes almost every day with a high quantity. Very obvious, it will give a big unhealthy impact to our environment. Based on research, textile industry is one of the 3 water wasting industry in the world, discharging over 2 billion tons of wastewater every year. Maybe Marwah, as an environmental engineer, can explain it to us?
That is true. The textile industry is unique in the amount of pollution and waste it creates. Clothing and textile leave tons of waste that end up at dumps all over the world. The clothing takes time to break down, and some textile like polyester even create chemical pollution. Air and water gets polluted because of textile. The dyes used for textile are used with water and chemical, which then has to be dumped. The burning of all product inside the mills also pollutes the air with chemicals.
Okay, thank you, Marwah, for your statement. So how can we deal with all of these problems?
Every problem has a solution. Nowadays, we also heard about recycling. It will be the one of those ways to solve all of these problems. Textile also have recycling. Textile recycling is the process by which old clothing or other textiles are recovered for use or material recovery. It is the basic for textile recycling industry. In United States, the group is represented by SMART, the Association of Wiping Material, Used Clothing and Fiber Industries. The necessary steps in the textile recycling process involve the donation, collection, sorting, and processing of textile and then subsequent transportation to end user of used garment, rags, or other recovered material.
Until here, is there any question?
I have a question. I personally have interest about recycling. At the Polytechnic, I had learned about polyamide. Quantities of clothing that contain polyamide are enormous. Taking into account a typical blend of 15 to 20%, the production volume worldwide was 10 million metric tons in 2018. I have learned that it is so hard to recycling things that contain polyamide. So how about that?
Okay, thank you for your question, Awlya. So, who gonna answer?
Okay, let me answer this question. Polyamide is from crude oil, which is non-renewable raw material. This is why not an entirely above to use this fiber. It's such sort like product like clothing. When clothes made with polyamide are discarded after people are finished during the day mainly and are polluting the environment. At the same time, however, polyamide cannot simply be dispensed with because it does make textile more durable and sturdier. For example, conventional women's stocking and carpet are made almost entirely of like polyamide. Uh, but as a chemist, is always trying my best to solve this problem. For example, we add the blended yard of wool or cotton containing polyamide to the solution, which as the moment is up of water, ethanol, and calcium chloride. Polymer can be seen a polymer that is made up for very long chains. The interaction between the polymer chain is enhanced by what are known as hydrogen bond. This is how we are able to dissolve polymer without the use toxic organisms. Is that clear enough, Awlya?
Okay, Prof, it is very clear. Thank you for explanation. I have one more question. Maybe it's for Mr. Ari, as the owner of Santex Industry. How is your company prevent environmental pollution from textile waste?
Okay, let me answer this question from Awlya. The energy management system implemented by the company to control energy consumption as referred to the ISO 5001 standard. This means that the applied energy management system is oriented towards the green industry. In 2018, the company succeeds in reducing the energy intensity figure to 0.143 joules/pieces of clothing products, which has decreased from the intensity of energy used in the previous year. It cannot be denied that the operation of the textile industry business products and impact in the form of waste, both liquid and solid waste. In liquid waste management, the company has a WTPP/ITAL to treat liquid waste from the production process. In total, during 2018, WTPP/ITAL in the company has treated 100% of the water used from the production process and has been returned to the river with appropriate quality standards. As for solid waste, some of it is reused and some of it is disposed of in a landfill. Is that clear, Awlya?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ari, for your explanation.
Okay, everyone. Unfortunately, the time is over. We have a very great discussion today. Thank you for your participation. See you next week.